now. I have no idea what happened. Literally within 10 seconds, the microphone decided to completely stop working. So I don't know if I'm on. I don't know if anyone's hearing me. I have no idea. So, okay, so I sound better now. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. Within like 15 seconds, everything was fine. Everything was set up. And then, boom, it was gone. What a ridiculous thing. I will be very honest. Like, I am very happy to be streaming today with everyone, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy that Godey asked me to do this. I feel very fortunate that he asked me to be a part of this. It's just funny that, like, but I never end up for myself having a good time streaming. Like, I always have like these issues, and it's partially because I'm setting up. I have to set up the thing every single time that I stream, which is a little bit frustrating. Okay, so hopefully you heard the sound of the game starting, and which means I'm going to have to turn that down again. Okay, so is everyone, let me know now with the, oh no, okay. Hey Jen, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. If everyone can let me know what the sound of the game sounds like over top of my voice, hopefully that's fine. We're going to do the boot up sound again, and you can tell me how my voice sounds over top of that. That'd be very helpful if it's good, bad, whatever. Game volume need to go up. Well, that's funny, comment, because again, just a little bit ago, can't hear the game. Okay, well the game is now back up. So let me know. Can you hear the game now? Can you hear the game over top of my voice? Yeah, turn up the volume. Yeah, game up. All right. Well, I'm going to stick it at negative 13, and we'll go from there. So it's better. Okay. Thumbs up, dude. Okay. Thank you, Jen. That sounds good. All right. So it's at 13 right now. I'm going to leave it at 13. If you think that it's too much, just let me know. Anyways, yeah, it's funny. Like, I love hanging out with people, and I love streaming for people and the interaction and everything. But it's so funny that like, I've never streamed and had like it go smoothly. Like, it's always been setup woes and like weird things happening. It's so strange. Like, I think I'm cursed. So anyways, let's get this started here and get that. I do apologize for that little bit of a hiccup there. And again, it's just so funny. Like, once I'm streaming, I have such a great time, but that setup is always massively frustrated. All right, so here we go. We're going to start with Jill, obviously. This is going to be a Jill-only run. We're going to do Jill throughout the entire game, and we're going to get pretty much every single buried cutscene. There is one alternate that we might not see, but that's okay. And I have a little list here, which is, as you can see, like every little last thing I need to do to make sure that I'm doing it. So so at the very beginning of the game, there's two sets. Before you leave the mansion for the first time, there are two sets of cutscenes. There's the "Oh my God" cutscene that you can get, or you can get Jill Sandwich. So we're going to start off with the we'll do "Oh my God" first. So I'm going to load up a clear. Thank you, Kaneda. I appreciate it. We're going to load up the cleared save game here, which is 2. And hey, Whitey. And this is going to be the beginning of the game normally, but we will have the infinite rocket launcher. So we're going to let the intro play, and I will be quiet and drink my tea.
What is this?
What is this?
Wow, what a mansion!
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
But Chris is.
What is it?
Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
He says that like John Wayne.
Okay, let me handle this.
Chris is our old partner, you know, Pilgrim.
Stay alert!
And yes, we did skip the very, very big intro, which we will do. We're going to do that next. I'll show you the intro next. The actual intro that precedes what we just saw there. Okay, so we're going to do an alternate cutscene here.
A dining room.
I love that too. A dining room. Thank you, Barry. It is a dining room. So normally what happens here is we're going to run over and he's going to say, "What? What is this? Blood." Like he sounds like Dracula
What?
here.
What is this?
Blood.
What is it?
Blood.
Blood.
Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this.
And even the way he
Hope
says,
this is not Chris's blood.
even the way that he says clues. Clues. Okay, so normally what you do is you run through this door here. You see, is it Kenneth being eaten by a zombie? And then you come back in and Barry shoots a zombie for you. Yes, I want to suck your blood. But here we're going to get an alternate cutscene. And I like this one better because I think that the line reading is better. So we're going to go out and see Wesker. And this is a good time to point out that part of the hilariousness of this are the big pauses between sentences. Imagine talking this way in real life. Very slowly walk up to someone.
Investigate if you hear any gunfire.
Investigate if you hear any gunfire. And then she stares at him like, yes. Okay. So now we're going to turn back around. Now, the rumor, which is not true, is that if you do this, the game becomes easier. And that's not true. This does not make the game any easier for you. This rumor was in both this version of the game and both versions of the director's cut, but it is not true. This does not make the game any easier.
Lost courage already? It's not like you.
Okay, so then just to be safe, we're going to do that again. There may be more here worth investigating. Now, here's the alternate cutscene. I love this one more than the other one because of his line, which I'll explain in a minute, why I think it's really silly.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Hey, you! Stop! Run, Jill! He's insane!
I love that line. Run, Jill, he's insane.
What the hell?
Let's report this to Wesker.
Okay, so this, what is clearly not a human being anymore, is coming after you. I would not say, run, Jill, he's insane. I would say, oh my god, it's a monster, what the hell is this thing? And it's just such a funny line reading because it's as if, you know, this is a normal looking person who's running after you with like, and spouting gibberish. Like that would be run, Jill, he's insane, not a half-dead person. Yeah, Scotty, it's one of my favorite alternate cutscenes in this game. And this next line, too, is great. Whisker! That too, Jen, yeah.
Wesker!
Whisker!
Help me look for him, Jill. And don't leave this hall for the time being.
Here's another tip if you're playing this game. You can run through these arches and run to the other side, but if you just run in and run right back out, you're done. No need to run around.
Find anything, Jill?
Nothing. What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Wesker!
Beats me, too.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
And Jill.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay?
First floor.
Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Thanks. Maybe I'll need it.
And this upcoming line confuses me. He says,
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall.
next time I'll be there.
This time I'll be there.
This time I'll be there. I never understood that line because that's indicating that at some point he wasn't there in their past. And I don't know if it was like a writing trick that they used. Okay, so now the next one we'll get here is the Oh My God cutscene, which is where you meet Barry on the balcony. And you can very easily miss getting this. You can't just run right up now and get it. You have to go through either the blue doors here and double back, or go through the dining room and double back. And then you can go upstairs and get it. It's very silly. If you run right up now, you won't get it. Now, when we get this cutscene, this means that we won't get the Joe Sandwich cutscene, but we will get the cutscene where Barry is looking at the researcher's will in the room with the fish tank. And it means that when we get over to the guardhouse, we will get the scene of him muffled behind a closed door talking to himself when he's actually talking to Wesker. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Scotty. It's just the game doesn't seem that smart to do that. But Jen, what was your observation? I'm sorry that I missed it. My chat's flying by a little bit fast. Barry is her dad, and he was never there. Aw, Myth. So sad. Her and Polly and Moira. Now, that said, Myth, Barry was quite the stud then if he was having a child at like age 13. Because he's supposed to be 38 in this game, and maybe we could say she was 25, but that would be quite the age difference. Ah, this is so good.
Jill! Don't scare me.
That's what I was going to say. Aren't you supposed to be going over the first floor, Barry?
Oh, Des, maybe.
Yeah, you're right. But just take a look at this.
That's funny, Jen. It does. This is so great.
It's Forrest. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's awful.
I'm going to find out what caused Forrest's death. It looks like he was killed by a crow or something. Can you look around the first floor, Jill?
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Jill. This must have been Forrest's. You don't have a weapon. Take this with you.
I have 2 weapons, Barry. And yes, that's a very good point, Endless Night. That you mentioned him, his is to walk that off. And we see Richard later, and he's dying horribly, and he says, ouch. Ouch. And it's also great, too. You don't have a weapon. We have 2 weapons. You can even have a weapon equipped, and it'll still say that. Okay, so the next thing we'll do here is... Okay, so let's go ahead and... We're going to go ahead and reset. We'll hear this glorious boot-up sound again. Oh, it's music to my ears. So good. Oh my God. Okay, so who wants to see the intro? Let's do the intro, why don't we? So we'll start a new game really quickly, show that intro off, and then we'll go right back into the game. This will pretty much be the only interruptions where we have to reset. The rest will be pretty much straight through. So we're going to go ahead and watch this glorious opening here. This is not the uncensored version, this is the censored version, so it'll be black and white. And you won't get to see Chris smoking like a cool guy. It'll be, Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, Barry Burton.
Alpha team is flying around the forest zone.
Endless, that's because Biohazard was trademarked in America by a band.
Bravo team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten.
Apparently eaten.
Bravo team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
Yes, Endless, exactly. I like the black and white look to this, though. I think that looks cooler than the color version. Call me, wasn't their big song,
It was Bravo team's helicopter. Nobody was in it.
Look at Barry.
But strangely, most of the equipment was stolen.
Ah, look at Wesker, so cool with his glasses.
However, we soon discovered why.
And Joe looking stupid. Chris just disgusted, like, ugh.
Hey! Come here!
Oh boy. So
Joseph!
Joseph!
No! Don't go!
Don't go. No.
Jill, run for that house!
I love this part. Jill Valentine. Chris Redfield.
Chris Redfield.
So he's smoking in this scene, by the way. They just cut that out.
Jill Valentine.
Jill Valentine.
Barry Burton.
Look at that beard.
Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker.
Let me see if I can imitate him.
Resident
That's my Wesker impression.
Evil.
Okay, so now we're gonna hear the boot up sound again. Ah, so great. Yeah, Delta. It is a cute smile. It's like a weird smile too. There's like, it's not just like, I don't know. That always intrigued me, even as a kid. Okay, so now we're gonna get actually back to the game, and we're gonna get the infamous Jill sandwich line here pretty quickly, and then some other good ones as well. So we're gonna start not from a clear save, but from pretty much where we left off when we were in the game proper. So this will be at the typewriter at the end of the hall here. Maybe? Okay. All right, so starting here, you, the master of unlocking. All right, we already got that, so we're gonna go. Yeah, I agree, Shock. All right, so as you can see, we have this great gun here. Infinite rocket launcher. Okay, so this is another infamous scene here. And again, another big rumor. My friend told me if you push this 10 times, a dog will run in, but that never happened. Ridiculous. Okay. So we're going to do something we don't technically need to do, but I just want to show this off because I think it's cool. So I first bought this game in '96, and the first time I played it, I went over to my friend Larry's house, and he had a big screen TV. Wow, this big projection TV. So this was huge on the big screen, big speakers. And so I come back here, la 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 la, do my thing, and I think this guy's dead, right? He won't hurt me. So I'm like da 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 da. And I walk by him, and I get this ink ribbon, which I'm like, I guess I can save with. So we're, I'm goofing around, blah, 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 blah. And I turn around, and then, ah! It scared the hell out of me when that happened. And just for the heck of it, let's go ahead and get the map. Now in the remake, or not the remake, but the director's cut, they very wisely made this angle different, so you can see exactly where you're pushing this to. It was a lot easier in the remake. Oh, sorry, I keep saying remake, I mean the director's cut. This angle in this room is different. Oh, Endless Night. I remember that in Commando when oh no, was it Commando? Yeah, when she shot it in the car, but she shot it backwards. Is it really a real weapon, Abyss? What's it called? Okay, now this scene too. Again, as a kid, I just walk in, I don't know what's going on, but this part really freaks me out. Ah! Ah! Because I was just walking, and when I first played it, and those dogs killed me the first time. It was very scary. So, and this is cool here too. So we were not going to go into the bathroom. In this version of the game, there's nothing in here. In the director's cut, there's a clip. When you pick up the clip, you get attacked by a zombie. Okay, so are you ready for the most infamous scene from this game, which is Jill Sandwich? Now, in the director's cut, by the way, which is a lot harder, there are 4 zombies in this upcoming room. So when you go into this room here, there are 4 zombies, which is nuts. It's nuts, because it's so tiny. Now, normally, if you got the Oh My God cutscene prior to this, or any other cutscene with Barry to start with, you would not be able to see the Jill Sandwich scene, which is very frustrating. Now, this is funny, too. So, she'll say, hey, what's going on? Well, I think the ceiling's falling on top of you. That's what's going on. And it's also cool, too, because she'll actually look up. And there's my little teapot. I'm a little teapot stance.
Jill? Is that you, Jill? What happened?
Barry, help me, please. The door won't open. Quick!
Quick!
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this door down. Hurry! This way!
Oh, Barry!
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill Sandwich.
You're right.
You're right.
Barry, thanks for saving my life. But Barry, didn't you say you're going back to the dining room to do some research? Why on earth are you here?
Yeah, Sayla.
I just had
slowly
something
running.
I wanted to check. Now, let's get back to searching for the lost captain and Chris, shall we?
Yeah.
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
Sayla, this is the original Resident Evil 1, and it's the original Resident Evil 1, like not even the director's cut. This is the long box release. It's this. Oop. So it's this version. Which came out in '96. Where you at, Mr. Zombie Man? Alright, so let's go ahead and knock this puzzle. This is one of my least favorite puzzles in the game. It's very easy to mess up, even if you've done it 1,000 times. And if you do it wrong, these crows are very mean. So, basically you have to push the buttons under the paintings from someone being an infant, a newborn baby, to a full-grown man. So first we push the baby, picture of a newborn baby. There's a button, a switch below. Will you push it? Yes. And then we do this, Yes, a picture of an infant, which again, which is funny to me, newborn baby versus infant. I always mix those up, and I have no idea why. And then we want a young man, lively boy. Then it'd be young man. And then a tired middle-aged man, and then a bold-looking old man. But this is confusing too. So you do a picture of a tired middle-aged man, but then he becomes bold. And I always thought you put the bold first, because why would he be tired later? I never got that. Now, if you do this in the wrong order, does the Saturn version have the same dialogue? Yes, sir. It certainly does. And yes, they had talking in this version. Again, if you push this incorrectly, the crows peck you to death. Oh! I forgot. This is so funny. We can just come back and get this in a second. This is one of those times that we're going to forget to come get this and then be messed up at the end of the game. But anyways, that's that puzzle. So. Well, actually, Sayla, it did. I mean, they were able to play. The big thing back then, Sayla, was not the hardware to play the sounds. It was the space to store them. Are we having a raid here? It feels like we're having a raid. You got protein, bro. I do not have protein. Although I did get a protein shot in my coffee the other day. That sounded really gross. And welcome, Raiders. So we'll put some garbage away here. Do we need these clips ever again? Nope. Do we need the shotgun? Nope. Do we need this? Nope. Nope. And nope. Okay. Now this is what triggers the next. Oh, Big John. Hey, man, how's it going? Thank you for hosting. I really appreciate it. Are you a Resident Evil fan, John? This is one of my favorite games of all time. So what we're going to do here is when you pick up the chemical, that triggers this next upcoming cutscene. This next upcoming cutscene is one of my favorites too. It's the "I have this" one, and that line reading to me was always very funny. It sounds like Barry's voice actor goes through different versions. Like at one moment he's John Wayne with "Chris was our old partner, you know," so it's like this big tough macho guy. But when he says "I have this," it's like "I have this." It's so different than his other line. I love that. So yeah, that's what triggers this next one. You get the chemical, and that'll trigger this next scene. Now again, if you got the "Oh my God" scene and you pick up the chemical, you won't get this next one. So that's why we had to reset, so that we're gonna get both. So, and you may wonder, why did I start with my cleared save with a rocket launcher? And it's just I just wanted to make this a little bit easier instead of us having to like juggle ammo and juggle having the right weapon at the right time. We can just zoom through with this and toss the other weapons away. We got the shotgun just to show off that scene. But I tried doing this where I didn't have the rocket launcher, and it was doable, but it just wasn't fun. It took so much time to juggle the inventory. All right, here comes the next great scene. And again, welcome, Raiders, and thank you, John, for the host. I hope you're doing well tonight.
Barry!
Barry!
Jill, what's going on? Any clues?
No, but something's wrong with this house.
Whoa. This hall is dangerous.
Whoa!
Maybe it's better to secure our escape route first. There must be a back door somewhere.
Oh, really?
Let's try to find it first, shall we?
Okay, let's separate again.
Just a moment.
Just a
I
moment.
found something.
What is it?
It's a weapon. It's really powerful, especially against living things. Better take it with you.
But how about you, Barry?
I have
this.
I have
Thank you.
this.
I'll take this then.
There's so much in that scene. I don't even know where to start. Thank you, Kogu. Can someone do a feels Kogu man in chat? Which is Pepe with a beard. I think feels Kogu man is in here. But anyways, that scene's so great. Now, he says it's good against living things, the acid rounds. And I always thought that was stupid, but it's actually what he means is that you should use it against the plant, Plant 42, and I think the spider and yawn, versus using it against monsters or, I'm sorry, against zombies. I think that's what he means, but otherwise it's just really stupid. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Kavik, I don't know. I mean, I did the time zones, and so you can blame me, but I thought it was okay. I don't know what the difference between PDT and PST are, so I apologize for that. Do you see those little chunks fly? That was the zombie that we didn't see. So this puzzle here is good, where you push the statue, but in the director's cut it's better because it's a different angle and it's much easier to see when you're pushing it. The hardest one for me, Kavik, was the Australian time zone, where it was a half hour off. Okay, so our next big one here, we're going to do a little more puzzling, and then we're going to see Richard. Which is another great cutscene. It's not a Barry cutscene, but it's still a great cutscene nonetheless. It's one of my favorites in this game. Because the voice actor of Richard is so bad. And it's just really bad. Yeah, Jen, you know what? I'll argue that the bad voice acting makes this game better, because it makes it feel more like a cheesy 80s horror movie, which is what the idea they were going for, versus like a very slick Hollywood production. I mean, the remake looks gorgeous, but the voice acting just doesn't do it for me. I need the ham. I need the hamminess. This feels like the video game version of a Lifetime movie. And I love Lifetime movies for that very reason. There's like a certain, I wouldn't even say charm. I would say it's like a, I don't know how to put it, but I wouldn't even say charm as much as like it makes the game for me. Like I don't think I'd keep coming back and playing this over and over and over again if it wasn't for that dialogue. Because I played the remake here and there, but I play this one all the time. It's just very comforting to hear that bad dialogue. So in the remake, you can actually do the wrong thing here, if everyone knows that. Yeah, Jen, I'm a huge MST3K fan, and a So Bad They're Good movie fan. And one of my favorite So Bad They're Goods is No Retreat, No Surrender from the 80s. It was like Jean-Claude Van Damme's first movie. Goaty, that's Mystery Science Theater 3000. It was where two robots, but they were puppets, and a human would watch bad movies and like riff on them, so like make fun of them the entire time. Hello, Mr. Man. But yeah, Mystery Science Theater 3000 is I watch that all the time, like throughout the year. So I'll start with season 2 and watch all the way through season 10 every year. Thank you, Luxury Wagon. So it is coming back, yeah. And Jen with glasses, who is a big Elliott Kalin fan from the Flophouse podcast. Jen, did you know that Elliott Kalin is the head writer? So guess what, Jen? You can have all the Elliott Kalin you want. Maybe he'll even make an appearance and sing for you. Uh-oh. So someone followed. I don't know if anyone on chat heard the follow sound, but that was Macho Man Randy Savage. I thought I had my alerts turned off. Did anyone hear Macho Man Randy Savage for just a second there? I did. Hello. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. Oh boy. Yeah, I thought I had that turned off. But thank you for the follow, whoever followed. And by the way, before I changed that, that used to be a 30-second follow thing. Where he would say, I'm the cream of the crop. I'm going straight to the top. For some reason, I have Twitch alerts turned off, but yet it's still firing. Why would that be? Does anyone know? Like, I have the alerts turned off, but yet it's still firing. Why is that happening? Isn't that strange? But yeah, but why? But I have... But, Goaty, I don't understand, buddy. Tell me, what's going on? But why is OBS still pulling the alert? It's sent to OBS. But I have the... but within OBS, I have that turned off. Like, I have the... isn't that strange? I'm so freaked out. Like, I don't understand what's going on. Oh, well. Well, you know what? Goaty, if you don't mind, I'm just going to leave that on. Because there's really, like, I'd have to restart OBS or something. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to leave that on, Goaty. I mean, not too many people are going to actually follow me, so we'll be fine. So, yeah, so now we use bum-ba-da-bum, our good old music notes, and we play the Moonlight Sonata, which is very pretty. Bum, bum, dun, dun. Oh, so sad. I don't know if Macho Man is ruining the stream. I think Macho Man's enhancing the stream. I mean, he's hammy. He's from the 80s and 90s. Why not? Okay, so this one we just go ahead and swap these. So we pick this up. Yeah, Kaneda, so this was Biohazard, which probably is a better name, but Resident Evil just has a certain nice feeling to it. But I guess if you first heard Biohazard, Resident Evil would seem silly in return. So, hello, a witch named Morwen. Okay, anything else to do here? No. So we're going to leave. And then... So they changed this around in both the director's cut and the remake. I forget in the remake how you do that puzzle and what happens there. I think it's maybe even completely removed. But in this one, you just replace the shields and you get the key that we need. I just realized a hotfix could be just putting the volume to 0. Yeah, maybe, Goaty, I could do that. Not that you would need to do it. Well, again, Goaty, the good thing is that no one's going to follow me during this, so I think we'll be fine. Now, that said, Goaty, if you want to test this out, you should go ahead and donate to me. Go to my Twitch alerts and donate money. And see if that goes off. Huh? Yeah, I do have OnkBot closed, so there won't be any of those sounds going off. Okay, so we're gonna go, yeah, we're gonna go up. Okay, so now it's actually showing the thing there. Well, that's fine, right? I think everyone loves Macho Man. How can you not like Macho Man? I'm glad I changed that too, because again, that used to be 30 seconds of him singing, and that got a little obnoxious after a while. So these little crests that we're getting here, this is what it's going to allow us to go to the second part of the game, which is the guardhouse. So that's what you do here. And actually, if you're watching this, this is actually a speed run route. So if you were to play this, I mean, better than I am right now, this could be an actual speed run for the game. There's no real skips at this first part of the game. It's just basically what's the quickest way to get each item. And I feel this is the quickest way. Again, if I was actually paying attention, this would be going a lot faster, but it's not. So, and this is a question too. What's the quickest way to get back upstairs? We'll go back out this way, why not? So, and we're not going to get the, there's the itchy tasty document in this game where the guy slowly becomes a zombie. But that's been seen so much, and there's no actual spoken dialogue, so we won't do that. But that's where the guy's like, I was playing cards with Jim the other day. Thank you for the follow. TVB, didn't you just follow? Are you following and unfollowing? I'm gonna have to ban you. Okay, so this next upcoming cutscene is one of my favorites too. This is with the Richard, who is part of the, I think, Bravo team, who's dying. And he is so ridiculous here. Hey, Stank, thanks for the lick. But both the follow that lunatic. I am a lunatic. Yes, it was Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth. That's where he was saying that macho madness is more addictive than sex. Okay, so this upcoming scene here is, you know what, let's go ahead and get the other crest first. So this is another puzzle that I think a lot of people have problems with because what happens here is that you have to push the statues over top of the vents here, or else you'll get killed by the gas. So this first one's pretty easy, right? You can see, boom, boom, and you're good. This next one, though, I feel it's a little bit difficult. I feel a little bit difficult to see if it's exactly over, but this is very easy in comparison to later in the game. There's another puzzle like this with the gas that's very, very, very tricky in terms of are you lining it up right. So that happened to me too, TDB, and the person that I unfollowed didn't believe me, and they were so mad. Like, you unfollowed me on purpose, so I don't want you to follow me again. I was like, I didn't. It wasn't on purpose. Thank you, Rob Draven. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I think people love. The Macho Man. Yeah, Diz, that's the one I'm talking about. We have to push these boxes over top of these vents. Yeah, you know what, Cody? I'm not gonna. You can't tell me what to do, because I'm streaming now, so I'll do what I want. I can turn off the visual, but I can't turn off the audio, man. I don't know how to turn the audio off. I still have that, you know, I still have the audio still kicking. I guess I could give someone my login information for that, but I don't know how to. Yeah, Goaty, I'm the caster now. Okay, so this is like one of my favorite scenes here. This guy is bleeding from like every orifice. Blood shooting out of him. He just got bitten by a snake. And he's so nonchalant.
Richard,
Ouch.
what happened?
Oh, Jill, this house is dangerous.
Oh, Jill.
There are terrible demons.
What?
Ouch!
Ouch.
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
Ouch.
It was a huge snake, and also poisonous. Ugh.
Poisonous? Oh no. Richard, hold on.
There is serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me.
No problem. I'll go and get it.
Thanks.
God, that's such a great scene. But he's bleeding, and just shooting blood, and he's like, ouch. And also poisonous. And also on top of that, when he's like, there is serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me. Watch out, the poisonous snake. And someone earlier mentioned, oh, I wish I could scroll up the chat. Someone mentioned something funny, and I forget what it was now. I was going to comment on it. Damn. So you have 15 minutes in Jill's game to get back to him before he dies. Is that Randy Savage clip from WWF or WCW? Sailor, that's from an ad. He was in an ad for Slim Jims, which are very bad beef jerky sticks here. And yeah, Endless Night, prior to that Cedric quote, you said something funny. What was the last thing you said, Endless Night, before a nice Cedric quote? Whatever it was, I wanted to comment on it. But yeah, it was, yeah, Sailor, it was a advertisement for Slim Jims. Step into a Slim Jim. And he, it was like, the one ad was these teenagers being annoyed by some guy. He was teaching them how to act, and Macho Man comes in, art thou bored? Step into a Slim Jim. Whitey, I love wrestling talk. Okay, to be super duper safe here, we are going to get, yeah, we're good. This is one of my favorite songs in the game, this little peaceful music here. The one in Resident Evil 2 is really good too. Oh, Delta, I hate this snake. And I guarantee, Hippo, what's up, buddy? I guarantee you I will die to the snake. I have this bad feeling I'm going to die to him. I've done this run about 15 times now, and every once in a while, he'll eat me. Yeah, Diz, I love this one, which is very peaceful and pretty, and the one in Resident Evil 2 is peaceful, but it's very, like, not scary, but it's more dark. But yeah, it relaxes me, but it's not as pretty as this one. So, yeah, Cedric, Hippo, we just talked about Cedric. So. And the good thing too, everyone, is that the best dialogue is sort of backloaded into the game, so it just ramps up in quality. So even with these little lull periods, it'll start to get better pretty soon. Yes, Hippo is this is the PS1 version. In fact, Hippo, this is the exact version here. I don't know if you can see the box, but this is the original box there.
Here's the serum. Richard, hold on. I'll give you a shot now.
Jill, here's my radio.
Here's my radio.
Keep it.
You should keep it. Yes, it was Hippo. Long box.
No! Richard!
Jill, be careful.
Thank you, Doc Starker. Great timing there, too, as Richard was giving his Oscar-worthy performance of dying. You should keep it. Now, you can never rescue him. He always dies, no matter what. Yes, one day from retirement, and he just bought a boat called the Live Forever. And his daughter was graduating from high school and was going to Harvard. His wife just beat cancer, and he died. We're going to skip the zombie dude to the left here. Sorry, buddy. We don't need you. And this is the stupidest key. Use it once, and then it's gone. Yeah, Jen, I know. It's so ridiculous. Okay. So... Whoops. Okay, so we're going to actually get hit by Yawn. We want to get poisoned here so that Barry will rescue us. And he won't rescue you, by the way, unless you get Joe Sandwich. If you don't get Joe Sandwich, he will not rescue you. So I think the best thing for us to do is to trap him, get the thing we need, and then have him poison us. Now here's the thing. If he poisons us, and we're almost ready to die, I'm just going to load up the next save game anyway, so it won't be a big, huge deal. But I just, yeah, just a heads up that I might die here. Dun dun dun. Oh, I hate this guy. Hey, I did it. Jill! Jill, please! Jill! Well, okay. That wasn't supposed to happen. But let's hear the beautiful intro song again. Or the intro sound. Wow, I knew I had a very bad feeling that would happen. And it did. I died, Sayla. I had a very bad feeling I would die. Oh, Biss, whatever. I'll be done in a second here. I can't believe it. I had a really bad feeling that would happen. But it's okay. I planned for this, so we are okay. We are okay. Whew. Everything is okay. No problem. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. I told Miss Diz, who just commented here, that was going. I knew it was going to happen. I knew at some point that would happen to me. But it's okay. Everything's okay. We're all good. Okay, so imagine that I just killed Jan, and everything's okay. We'll be right back to here. So you get this cutscene only if you get Oh My God, and only if you have not seen Richard first. So this is not the best Barry scene, but I think it's pretty good.
Is that you, Jill?
What's going on? How come you look so scared?
Look at this.
Okay, so this is a note from the researcher's will. This is going to be torn up because he has the other part. Now, if you get to here before Barry is here, which you do that by getting Jill's sandwich, and he's not going to be there, this will not be ripped up. But this is just him saying, hey, I'm turning into a zombie, and if you see me as a zombie, kill me. The end.
What do you think of it?
I've been thinking something is wrong with this house.
Right.
Right.
Hey, what is this? There's a page missing.
Yeah, I thought about that too. Perhaps that was the most important part.
God, again, great dialogue. There's something is wrong with this house, but also his, perhaps that was the most important part. Perhaps, Barry. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and reset again. And then we are going to go to the guardhouse, which is the next part of the game. So I'm so happy that I made the safety saves, because otherwise we would have had to start from the very beginning. Yeah, something's wrong with this house. There are zombies. There are big giant snakes. Maybe there's something wrong here. So next up, we're going to go to the guardhouse, which is the second part of the game. Now, this next part that we'll see is a conversation that Barry seems to be having with himself, but in fact, he is having it with Wesker, but you don't see Wesker. But the game makes you think he's talking to himself. You know, Sayla, you can look up the actual voice actor's name. In the credits for this game as it is, they are listed as weird names, but their real names are out there if you look. You can find their actual names, so you might want to look that up. So just to be safe here, we are going to take, because I learned my lesson with having the rocket launcher with her, but you know what? We're just actually going to take some. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Just to be safe, we'll take a first aid spray and pop this back in, and we're good to go. So again, if we were playing this game properly, we would have beaten Jan, and we would have had all 4 crests, and then we leave the mansion and go over to the guardhouse. Now again, in a proper run-through, this would have happened right after we killed the snake, but the snake killed us. So you run over to this here. Now, there's a dog that's right here. So I'm just going to hold down R1 and fire away. Sorry, little doggy. Now, you can, in a speed run, you would not have done that. You would have run right over to here and put these in very quickly. So you keep hitting start, X, start X, start X, start X, and just throw these in, and the dog will not bite you. That's how you do that in a speed run, but we're not speed running. Poor little doggy. And then we go into the guardhouse. Okay, so here you have to do the Barry oh my god cutscene to get this next upcoming cutscene. Okay, I like to push that 3 times, and then I think it's 5 to get to the wall here. Oh my goodness. There we go. This is probably bringing back bad memories for Hippolito Picardo because he was playing Twinsen with the tank controls. So, now for the longest time when I played this game, I didn't realize that you could check this and it'll tell you that it's a square crank. And you get another crank later called a hex crank, but I never knew you could do that. And it'll tell you what it is. So, yeah, it's funny, Diz. In my actual channel, I have a Jill Please Franker Face Z emote, but it's not here in Barry's. Come here, little doggy. Okay, so you heard that beep, beep, beep. You only get this radio conversation if you kill the dogs. If you don't kill the dogs, no radio conversation.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Please respond. What the hell?
What the hell?
Brad, this is Jill.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Anybody answer me. This is
Brad? Brad?
And when I first played this, I didn't know what I was doing in these areas, so I was stuck here for a while. And this dog is stuck in my head. And it goes, oh, oh, over and over and over again. Oh, 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 over and over and over again. Poor little doggy. So what is BSAA? Oh, BSAA. Snakey, what does BSAA stand for? Ah, thank you. So these snakes will very easily poison you, but you just run. Don't stop. Just keep running. Thump, 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 thump. Ooh, they're scary. I hate those snakes. Oh, I only played RE5 once. I hear him. Power Ranger jokes. Go, go. So is, who's the voice actress then, Sayla? Pink Ranger? Ooh, two doggies. Hey, Solid. I almost didn't see you there. How are you doing today? Okay, so this upcoming scene, as I said, you will not see unless you get the Oh My God scene. So that's why we had to reload a save. In the interest of speed, we're not going to do this puzzle. You're supposed to push this statue over top of that there, but we're going to skip that for now. There's no need to do that. And we'll get that little off the top shelf. Thank you very much. And we will go ahead and dump off our stuff. Don't need that for now. So if we would have pushed the statue, that wouldn't have happened. And that's plant 42, by the way. Yes, Ghost, it's going to make this a lot easier, although it did harm us and with the snake, with Yawn. It did get me killed by Yawn. So I hate flying insects, like I hate bees, I hate wasps, so this part always gives me nervous feelings. Maybe it's the same. Hey, Rio, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Ugh, I hate these things. Yuck. Ugh. Yeah, I hate bees and hornets and wasps. Just, ugh. Okay, so here's this Barry scene where it sounds like he's talking to himself. This is great music here, too. It's very 80s.
I've been told a different story. But it's not necessary for you to destroy stars. What about my family? So everything
Okay, now you have a choice here. If you don't go through here, you won't see Barry, and he will meet up with you at Plant 42 and kill Plant 42 for you the second time. But if you do go through here, he will not, which is what we want. We want to see him here. Yeah, I guess bees are fine on their own, but yeah, hornets and wasps, forget it. This is another good scene here with Barry. His last line.
Hi, Jill.
Hi, Barry. I heard someone talking.
So you heard it too. I think I'm getting old. It seems that talking to myself is becoming a habit.
Talking to yourself? Barry, something must have happened to you. Am I wrong? You sound strange.
Hey,
Well,
Bill.
it seems I made you worry, but don't. Maybe I have been a nervous wreck since all of these strange things started happening. Well, I think I'll go out and get some fresh air for a change.
This is great.
I told you, don't worry. I'll just go and get some fresh air and be eaten by a monster.
Ah, it's so good. Okay, so the question here is, do I want to actually, like, do this part? So it's 10:07. Do I have enough time? Yeah, I have enough time. We're going to do the rest of this. I was thinking about just skipping to the end of this part of the guardhouse, but we have enough time to do it. So we're going to get hit. Do we have enough? Yeah, we're good. So get hit by that again. Yep. Yeah. We're fine. Don't worry about it, Joe. Split personalities. I don't get it. So in the remake, there's a hanging zombie, which is pretty cool. So we need the fake book. This is a cool song too. Now they brought this back in the remake where you unplug the tub in the mansion and there's that zombie in there. Ugh. Yeah, this is one of my favorite songs in the game. Actually, I love the whole soundtrack, but this is just very minimal, but I don't know, I love it. I actually played this soundtrack and the Resident Evil 2 soundtrack at Halloween when they give out candy. Because it's not like super scary or super annoying, but it's good as like scary background music. Okay, so we're gonna get hit again. Yeah, we're fine. Right? Yeah. It's just a minor annoyance. So I feel very bad. How are all of you tonight? I feel like I was so into this that I didn't ask that. I usually always ask how people are doing and if anything exciting is going on or any new things in your life, anything fun, not so fun, good, bad. How you doing? Hi, AKit144 or Akit. Hopefully you were doing well and hopefully everything's good with you. I'm sorry that I can't pronounce your name. AKIT144. Super hot. Yeah. It was warm here for a while. It was kicking into like 103, 104 range for a while. I love this song too, but a lot of people hate it. But I love it. Kame, you are number one troll. Well, Melon Pan, don't get me with your poison, because already I've been killed by a poisonous snake. Oh, that's awful, Rio. Well, I hope you're relaxing a little bit right now. Yeah, Diz, I love this song. But I was watching someone else play this, and I said I liked it, and they were like, really? They were just so shocked. So if you have really good headphones on, listen to this splash sound. There's a weird... Listen. It starts off with a normal splash, but then it goes... like there's like a cat. It goes... at the very end. I think it's supposed to be like the wood creaking, but it doesn't sound like wood. Yeah, it is. It's like... but it sounds like an animal. And it could just be that they recorded a sound and then to compress it, it lost its fidelity. Maybe Jill's passing gas. She's trying to hide it. She's been holding it in for the entire game. Alpha Team went to get Taco Bell before the mission. Okay, so this part is crazy because you have to run over to this door, and if you try to use the key, it won't work. Like if you go to your inventory and hit use, it says you can't use it. You just have to run up to the door and try to open it, and then throw the key away. Dun 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 dun. Okay, whoops. So in a normal run through, you would kill Plant 42, and Plant 42's roots are at this level, and you pour V-Jolt on it. And it takes a little while to make V-Jolt, so we're not going to do that. But yeah, so normally when you play this game, you can make a poison that will kill the plant. Well, it'll weaken the plant, so you have to kill it once instead of twice. But yes, the puzzle, as Diz is saying, is you mix numbers, basically. So you mix like 1 and 2 to get 3, and then 3 plus 3 to get 6, and then 6 plus 7 to get 13, and then 13 plus 3 to get 16, which is V-Jolt. And this is cool, too, because they're just kind of like, oops, flopping around. Yes, so would I, Kit. My digestive system goes out of whack when I'm nervous. So if I saw zombies, I'd just be like the entire time. I will argue that this is probably the weakest part of the game because you're just running around getting keys. I feel this section of the game could be a lot quicker. It's probably one of my... I love the music in it, and I love the atmosphere, but I just feel like the puzzling in this is pretty weak. You'd be excited to see an actual zombie. And to make the V-Jolt, you have to double back. You can't do it first. You have to actually read the book about V-Jolt before you can make it, which is very, very frustrating. Well, I guess that's the best way to look at it, Diz. Instead of dying in horror, you can die excited. Okay, what do I do here? Here? Yes. See, so many of the keys in this section too, they're just like, use once and throw away, which seems so wasteful. I wonder if they rushed this section of the game. So you have to read this book. This white book will tell you how to mix the V-Jolt, and you use it on the plant, but you have to read this first before you can mix it up. Even if you know what to do, it won't let you pick up the stuff until you do that. I don't know if you knew that or not, Diz, but in this version of the game, you can get all of the bottles, and you can fill one up with water, but you can't fill it up with the red, green, and yellow stuff, or whatever the colors are, until you read that book, which is really stupid. Okay, I wondered. It just means you have to double back. You have to go all the way back downstairs again. Okay, here we go. So normally, in a normal game, you would have killed the plant once, or at least maimed it. But here we're going to do it just twice here. Okay, so we killed this once. We're going to kill it again. Right. Hello. There we go. Yay. Yeah, I noticed. Die on the easiest boss. Okay, so now we're going to run out and see Wesker, and we're going to talk about Barry. We're going to redo that scene all over again in just a moment to get the alternate version of that scene where he does not talk about Barry, and Barry rescues us. Barry can rescue us from this plant. It's another funny scene, but this upcoming dialogue is hilarious. This is when I feel the dialogue starts to get really bad and really good, because she's like, listen to her just say Wesker. It's the funniest line reading. Wesker, Wesker, Wesker,
Wesker.
Wesker.
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say.
What?
Where on earth have you been?
Bean.
You disappeared from the hall all of a sudden.
So she's Canadian now.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons.
Where have you been?
Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those.
What is this
strange
owl
creatures.
boot?
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
I met Barry too a while ago. I think there's something wrong with him.
I think there's something wrong with him.
Yes, I agree with you. Sure was strange, wasn't he? He looked so tired.
Well, maybe it's quite natural under these circumstances. Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
It's so much of that was great. So where on earth have you been? Been instead of been. We pronounce bin B-I-N. Canadians pronounce it bean. And then the other thing is when he's like, Barry was acting strange, she's like, yes, I agree. And then she's making it sound as if she doesn't agree. But okay, we're going to hit the magic reset button, and we're going to see that scene from another direction. Bin, Goaty, bin. B-I-N, bin. Magical Kingdom, here we say niche. Niche. N-E-E-S-H. Niche. That's your niche. But it could also be regional. Okay, so now we're going to see that scene as if when Barry rescues us. Niche. Niche. Because Barry rescues us is 5. Maybe Goaty. Look at that angle. That's a cool angle there. But anyways, so now we're going to go fight Plant 42 again. And this time, Barry's going to rescue us. Which means that... So what will happen here is that when we fight Plant 42, we'll fight him once, and then Barry will come in and rescue us. Now, what's interesting about that part is that when we would go talk to Wesker, the cutscene we just saw with Wesker, it's the same exact cutscene, except he just doesn't mention anything about Barry. So we're not going to watch that. There's no need to do that. This music's funny too. Ba-dun-dun-dun, ba-dun-dun-dun-dun, 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 ba-dum-bum-bum-bum, 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 ba-dum-bum-bum-bum.
What the hell is this?
Barry!
Jill!
You saved me!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was close. Thanks, Barry.
Don't mention it. What a monster. I can't believe... What the hell is this place anyway?
Oh, how about a little fire, Scarecrow? But yeah, that's such a great line reading there too. What the hell was this place anyway? So we now would go grab the helmet key from here and then go back to the guardhouse. So we're going to skip that because there's no real need to see any of that. What would normally happen here is we grab the key, go talk to Wesker, then run through the courtyard all over again and go all the way back into the house. But we're going to skip that because who wants to watch that? So let's magically reset and we'll load up part 2 of Resident Evil. Okay, I won't lie. I have all of these save games because I want to hear the PlayStation opening sound over and over and over again. I do. It's like my favorite sound of all time. So we're going to start back up as if we, did what we're supposed to do, which is run back through the courtyard to go back into the mansion. But we'll just start the mansion part. Whew. Resident Evil. So, yes. Right? Let's find out. Ooh, I loaded the wrong save. Dun dun dun. But it should be fine. Hopefully. I loaded the wrong save. Look at my tongue. Alright, so what should we do here? Should we... I'm contemplating. Should I show you the second part of the mansion? What do you think? I can show you the second part of the mansion, but the only thing you see is us talking to Barry about the rope. Let's try that. And let's, AEQ Equilibrio? Yes, that's how you reset. That's a soft reset AEQ. And I I'm quite embarrassed that I was not doing that so far, but thank you. That's what I'll do now for the rest of the game to save time. But I do love that opening sound. But yeah, if you hold in start and select, it'll do a soft reset instead of going back all the way to the Capcom logo and the Sony introduction. But yeah, thank you. Actually, I appreciate that. Because hey, I loaded the wrong save game again. This is so professional, isn't it? My goodness. Goaty is never going to allow me back here. If you hold, yeah, so if you hold start and select, I think it's for 5 seconds. It'll reset. So thank you. You are my hero, because I would have kept doing that over and over and over again. Okay, so we're actually going to go ahead and start from the guardhouse. This is after we kill a plant, Plant 42, and we're going to run through the courtyard and go all the way over to the mansion, and we'll show off the rope scene, and then we will skip to the next section of the game. And I am going to sneeze, so I'm going to mute the mic. Hopefully you did not hear that. And speaking of professional streamers, Goaty, if I remember correctly, not only did you not mute the mic when you sneezed, you actually sneezed into the microphone. I wonder, and I apologize that I cannot pronounce your name. But yes, I believe that for most Capcom PS1 games, that's the trick. But it's not like the Game Boy Color where A, B, select, start will reset pretty much every game.
This is Brad. I know you can't answer me, but somehow give me some.
This is Jill. Brad? Oh, it's broken.
Oh, she's so mad. So if you kill the dogs to begin with, you won't have to kill them when you come back, which is very, very nice. You could say equilibrium without the N. Equilibria. Equilibrio. That's interesting. And thank you for helping me there, because I'm very bad at pronouncing names. Ah, so it's the A and the E that are connected, yes? It's like A and the E are connected together? Sorry, I didn't mute the mic there. Okay. Hey. You domestic? Okay, so this part scared me as a kid too. You run through here, and this is where you first meet the hunters. Very evil enemies here. Oh, these guys are bad. Whew. Okay. So what we're going to do here, we're going to jump right up to Yawn Part 2. Yeah, hunters, when I play through this game normally, they kill me all the time. They leap up and snatch and slash you and then rip your head off. It's crazy. Yes, and it is. Like, after playing through the game and wasting shotgun ammo. Why did I go through this door? Can someone tell me? And yes, Dinah, the Dynastic, she's just that strong, Dynastic. Look at that big upper arm strength she has. So, now this upcoming scene is where you determine what happens for the rest of the game. If you trust Barry in this next scene, he will follow you into the courtyard. If you don't trust him, he will not show up to the end of the game, and he will die. And that is so sad. Yes, I wanted to look at that cool deer head yet again. So this is Yawn Part 2. Now again, I tested this 15 times. 14 of the 15 times this worked. Let's hope this works. It worked. I can't believe it worked. Whew.
Jill, have you found anything interesting?
Yes, but I can't see very well.
How about going down to check by yourself? I have a rope here.
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to go down with the rope.
Wait.
Hey, what's going on?
Now I've done it.
Oh, Barry.
Sorry, Jill. Wait. I'll go and get another rope.
Barry? Barry?
So here you can wait for him. If you don't, and you run away, and you go down the passage here, that's bad. So we're going to let him... We're going to wait for him.
Hey! Are you there, Jill? Grab the rope! I'm sorry, Jill.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Sorry. I was really careless.
Are you okay, Barry? Maybe you're getting tired.
No, I'm all right. Don't worry. Jill, I found something.
So that pass number allows you to get through a door in the mansion. It's kind of a shortcut, but we're not going to use it.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
Okay, so now if we would not have waited for him, the entire scene would have been exactly the same. It would have just ended without the second part of him coming back. So let's go ahead. Now what we would do normally after this is we'd go through the part of the mansion where you go down to the kitchen and you go upstairs to get the battery and do all this stuff, but it's boring and there's no point to us doing that. So we're going to load up the part past there because it's getting to be 10:34. So to make sure we're going to get all of this, we're going to skip that section. There's no Barry dialogue and it's kind of boring. So let's go ahead here and load up the courtyard, which is B2. Yes, okay. So if we play this normally, we would have run through the mansion, got a battery, went back to the courtyard, raised the water back up, went down, and then got to this part, which is right below the part with the snakes and the courtyard and the lowering and raising the water. Now here we meet up with Barry. Had we not waited for him with the rope, we would not see him here, but we did, so we're going to see Barry. No, I've never heard of Space Station 13, so I would not know.
Oh, Jill, what good timing. A moment ago I heard someone's voice coming from this hole.
This hole?
Let's go together since it's dark and we can't see very well.
So it says Hull, which is funny. Okay, so we're going to do this the wrong way. We're going to let Barry get killed. And I'll tell you why in a minute. So we say yes.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, then I'm gonna cover you. Let's hurry. Hey, are you all right? I can go first if you want me to.
And this next is great too. It may be dangerous if you come behind me.
Oh, yes, please.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
really
please.
nervous.
I understand. It may be more dangerous if you come behind me. Be careful.
So we're going to hear him get shot, and we're not going to go after him, which it hurts me to do this, but we have to.
Barry?
Sorry, dude. And this voice actor for Enrico coming up is so bad. It's probably the worst voice actor in the game, I would argue.
Is that Jill?
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're alive!
Wait there! Are you with anybody, Jill?
That pause.
What? Oh no, I'm alone. But why are you asking?
Listen, the stars are going to be finished soon. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella.
Enrico! Who killed him, I wonder?
Oh, that's so good. Oh my god, I love that. His ridiculous voice, and when she's like, "Are you with someone?" and there's a 5-second pause, and she's like, "Oh, what? No, what?" Okay, so just a warning: Barry's going to be dead, and it's very sad, and we're all going to cry that he's dead. So get ready to cry. It's going to be really sad.
What happened?
I'm really embarrassed. I was clumsy.
You don't have to talk. I'm going to give you first aid.
Maybe my time's come. Jill,
Barry.
take this. I've been cheating you all from the start. If you can forgive me, could you please give this to my family? And if you can, please try to protect them.
What do you mean by that, Barry? Don't give up.
Jill, be careful of that guy.
Pretty soon, fantastic.
Please, stay alive.
No, Barry. Barry. No. Barry's picture. Aw, look at that. My dearest, Moira and Polly, I hope you will grow up to be strong and beautiful women, and help to cheer up Mother. Your father will watching you all from heaven, Dad. Ah, poor Barry. Now, I don't like that, so we're gonna... Okay, so he dies there, and it gives you the picture. And the reason why we saw that is because you can make him die later in the lab, but he doesn't talk about cheating you. So I thought that was a little bit different. But Moistera. Moistera. But it was funny that they got that typo to will watching you instead of will be watching you. Okay, so what's our next thing? Is it? Do we load back up 12? Yes. Yes, we do. We load back up number 13. Start of Courtyard. So now we're going to let Barry live, because Barry has to live. Barry is everything. You cannot let him die. Okay. It's a similar idea. Did I run the wrong way? No, I'm good. But her yelling on Rico is great.
Jill, what good timing. A moment ago I heard someone's voice coming from this hole. Let's go together since it's dark and we can't see very well.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, then I'm gonna cover you. Let's hurry. Hey, are you all right? I can go first if you want me to.
Okay, let's go, Barry. I'm depending on you.
So hey, can someone tell me who's coming up after me? I'm going to make sure that we're going to pass this off properly, but I forget who's up after me. This part's great too, because he kills a hunter for you. Okay, Magical. MK, what we're going to do here is, it's getting to be quarter till. MK, I'm going to stop exactly at 11, so I just want to give you a heads up that there won't be any earlier than 11. Oh, this is so good here. Enrico!
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Yeah.
Wait there! Are you with anybody, Jill?
What? Oh, yes.
Enrico!
So, Barry and Jill together.
Are you all right, Enrico?
Hey, Eyes, thanks for coming by.
The stars are doomed. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella. Ha!
Oh,
Enrico!
Enrico! Oh, so good. Okay, so in interest of time, since we're quarter till, normally what we would do is we would finish this section of the game, and this will get us to the lab. But unfortunately, we don't have the time to do that. So we're going to have to skip directly to the lab. So normally what you would do is you'd run back through here, you would get this crank, you would go until you would fight a spider. It's very big. You'd kill the spider, do another puzzle, and then you would go over to the laboratory. But we're going to start in the lab. If I had more time, I would show you that, but I don't. So we're going to skip to the lab. Ghost of Ghost of Ghost Man. Okay, so first we're going to do the bad ending. And yes, as Jiggy is saying, the spider is called Black Tiger. It's a very gross spider, and I hate it. Okay, so I believe this is the worst ending. Okay, so pretend, everyone, that we did a bunch of stuff and we ended up in the laboratory. And here's our pretty music again. And that's enough for us. So now the bad ending is where we don't rescue Chris, and we also don't trust Barry. So if you don't trust Barry, this is the next time that you see him. You go through the entire game without seeing him, and then you see him here. And this part where she says, "Don't screw up again," is so great.
Jill! I was looking for you.
Barry.
Barry.
Jill, don't be angry.
Barry.
I wanted you to wait for me.
Barry, don't screw up again like you did when you dropped that rope.
I love that scene there because it's like they're husband and wife who hate each other, you know? Barry, don't screw up again. So this next scene is going to be about 5 minutes, full wonderful dialogue. Give me a moment and I'll be right back, but watch this great scene.
Wesker?
You did a fine job, Barry.
Just as I thought.
I think you should stay away from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free from this world very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mention mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission, as ordered by Umbrella. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella forever.
How come both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella? Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes, though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
So you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the tyrant.
Okay, I'm back. Can someone tell me if my mic is back on? I believe it is, but just want to be sure. Thank you, Diz. I had to get some water.
Tyrant virus is a super virus, which creates a monster which is much stronger than human beings. Tyrant is the most powerful biological weapon in the world.
You don't mean you're experimenting on real people?
This is really beautiful. All this power will be mine.
For the sake of an awful creature?
Don't be upset. All weak people exist to be eaten.
Wow. This part's great.
What? Don't come this way! No!
And Jill's line is amazing. It can't help what it does.
It can't control what it does.
It can't control what it does. Thank you, Jill. See you, dude. You know, Duke of Aaron, I don't get that joke at all. What's the real Matt McGrath? What does that mean? Cody, can you explain that joke? Because I don't get it. But yes, Malin, I agree. That's the heart on the outside seems really stupid. So we're just doing this here to show you Barry's second death. I was mentioning that Twitter account. What are you talking about, Cody? Called like... Oh, you mean the BBC Matt McGrath. Where I get confused and people tweet at me about something like, you know, there's a horrible environmental tragedy and I'm supposed to respond. Okay, so here we're not going to rescue Chris. And what's also weird about this is that no one sets the alarm off. This is normally when it goes, you know, brap, 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 and a bunch of other stuff. So these little gross guys are gross. Wow, you are very obsessed with this, Masmic? Yet Masmic? So there are 3 little lone zombies here. 1 and 2. Yeah, and it's funny, like I keep saying, like, I'm not the Matt McGrath that you want. I usually just send back a cat picture. So this is Barry's alternate death scene. He doesn't mention being a cheat.
Jill, it's you.
Barry?
I'm really embarrassed to see you now. Just leave me. Go quickly.
Go.
It's over, Barry. Wesker's dead.
Is that so?
Is that so?
Jill, will you do me a favor? This is my last wish. Please give this photo to my family. Will you?
Sure.
Forgive me, Jill.
Barry. Okay. Same deal there. But you know, I don't like that. I don't like Barry dying. So now we're going to see the good ending. It's funny, this start and select trick does work, but it often also brings up that this menu here, and then you have to hold it in longer. Oh, poor Barry. But Barry's going to be alive. We can't have Barry die on this. He's such a great guy. And then, if Magical Kingdom, if you're still in here, after the ending credits roll, that's when we can switch over. But it might be about 10 minutes from now, if you don't mind. It's going to probably be 11:05 after the credits roll. Yeah, Goody, and we'll also get Chris, too. And this upcoming bit with Barry in the lab has some great dialogue. Okay, great, Magical Kingdom, I'll do that.
Jill, you're here too.
Yes, you're here too?
Yes.
Look, I lost my way.
Let's get going.
Well, Christy, there's also the famous, sort of famous American actor named Matt McGrath. So when Google, like 2001 or 2002, people were like, you should Google your name. So it was a big funny thing in school. We Google your name. What first comes up? Well, of course, for me, the first thing that comes up when you Googled Matt McGrath in 2002 was the actor who was in The Advocate, and he's out for being gay. So everyone's like, ha ha ha, you're gay. It's like, no, different guy.
Wesker?
Wesker.
You did a fine job, Barry.
Wesker.
Just as I thought.
Her
I
dialogue
think you should
here
stay away
is
from
so
Barry,
good.
Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him.
They're so cruel.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free from this world very soon,
And this part
Jill.
is so inconvenient.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient.
So inconvenient.
So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mentioned mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission, as ordered by Umbrella. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
Barry walks away like
Barry's
Charlie
such a
Brown.
fool. He'll be under the control
His
of
head down.
Umbrella forever.
How come both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella? Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes.
Personal
Though
purposes.
both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots.
You guys
No
are
one
idiots.
understands its real value.
So you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the tyrant.
Whoa. If you know what I mean. This is also great. Barry, you're so
Barry!
optimistic.
Sorry, Jill.
How is your family?
I was listening to what you and Wesker were talking about. I wish I realized it earlier. I thought it must have something to do with Umbrella, you know. So it's all been masterminded by him.
But it's good that you know that now. Anyway, let's get out of this house first.
Jill,
Yes, what?
do
Yes,
you
what?
have any idea what Wesker was going to show you at the back of this place?
The back of this place.
Well, he was talking about the world's most powerful biological weapon, called Tyrant or something, I think.
I think.
Do you think we could see Tyrant now?
Barry, you're so optimistic.
It would look bad for stars if we let such a dangerous creature run loose.
Maybe you're right. Let's go then.
That Barry, you're so optimistic line is great. And one of my favorite scenes is coming up, but it's going to be after I kill Tyrant for the first time. So I'll wait to talk about it till then. And again, 1 second.
Can a creature like this really be the ultimate biological weapon?
Really? Wesker is a crazy man.
Tyrant is not completely developed.
But we can't let it live. That must be the computer for monitoring this creature.
Barry just punches a bunch of buttons, like, oh, just do-do-do-do-do. Good job, Barry. Damn you!
Damn you!
Damn you! Oh, Barry!
It can't control what it does.
Okay, so this is like one of my favorite line readings. So Barry is presumably dead, right? Like, we think he's dead. And she walks up to him and says Barry as if he forgot to take out the trash. Like, this scene, the way she says Barry, it's like they're a married couple and she came home from work and they have company coming over and Barry's just hanging out on the couch with his pants off, watching like sports, drinking beer. She's like, Barry, we have company coming over. It's so great. Her line reading here. Barry?
Barry? Barry?
Barry? Like he's dead. And she's so annoyed.
You're alive!
I'm really embarrassed.
He's always
I was
embarrassed.
clumsy.
Let's get going.
Yeah, I don't know, MattMcGrath. I think if it were my own channel, like, I would be pretty ticked off about that. Like, when people say, hey, yo, I'm streaming. You know, it's kind of rude, but that's his Goaty's chat, so I'll let him respond. But, yeah, that seems really kind of rude. But again, it's not my channel, so...
What happened to Wesker?
The triggering system has now been activated.
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers
Wesker must have set it off.
take cover.
There's not much time left for us.
Unlock all rooms for evacuation.
I don't know Equilibria. He might end up being dead as if he was dead the original way. Maybe you couldn't leave the lab? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Diz. I always wondered. That's a good... And that would make sense, Diz, that they make you do it. So we're going to go rescue Chris. This is almost as good as Resident Evil 2. All employees to the bottom platform. And this music coming up is really serene for what's going on at this moment in the game. Oh, Jill.
Oh, Jill!
Oh, Chris! So you're okay?
Yeah, you too. What happened to Wesker?
Let's talk about it later. Let's get out of here.
Such great dialogue there.
Let's go.
Oh, Belle, you're hilarious. Oof! Oof! Would be helpful if I was paying attention. DJ Fast, unfortunately I'm playing on an LCD. Normally I play on a CRT.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hurry!
There's a funny scene coming up with Jill and Chris. It's almost as good as Rebecca and Chris, but
This is Brad. We're running out of fuel. If there is anyone alive, contact me now, okay? This is your
look at those monsters! Oh my god, look at that shot of Chris and Barry. So what do you think, Barry? Should we, I think she likes me. Do you like her? I don't know. Maybe she'll, be interested in sleeping with both of us. I don't know.
There is 3 minutes until explosion.
Oh no, you must be kidding! After we've come all the way here!
Ladies first. Go first, Jill.
Ladies first.
Chris!
Give me a chance to play nice guy.
Okay, I leave it up to you. See you again at the heliport.
That ladies first line is so great. So the reason why they make you pick up that battery, which is 2 feet from where you use it, is because they want you to have a free slot in your inventory for this upcoming part. So normally when you play this game, you don't have this rocket launcher. You'll just have a regular weapon. So they make you pick up that battery, so you at least have 1 free slot here because once you go up the elevator, you won't be able to go back down and get rid of anything. And if you don't have a free slot, you won't be able to pick up the rocket launcher that is dropped by Brad. So that's why they do that. So you can have your inventory filled up with junk here, stuff that you can't even get rid of, and you wouldn't be able to grab the rockets here or the rocket launcher that he drops. So that's why they make you do that. It's just a fail-safe so that you don't accidentally screw yourself over. Fun little fireworks here. But yeah, if we just had a regular weapon, we'd fight Tyrant until he got weak, and then Brad would drop a rocket launcher. But because we already have the rocket launcher, we don't need it. And as soon as Tyrant blows up, that'll be GG, but we're going to watch the ending because it's great, and it has a great soundtrack. And yes. Yeah, Ingvars, that is the reason why they do that. Oh yeah! He did the Kool-Aid Man thing there. Oh yeah! And here's the good ending. So yes, these will be the credits here. So yeah, I mean, I think that it went pretty smoothly, other than dying to Yawn 1, and yeah, I probably would have needed about 2.5 hours to 3 hours to do the entire game. But we did get all of the Barry cutscenes, which was what I wanted. And I do love this. I do love this music. It's one of my favorite songs from the series. Now there is, in the Japanese version, if you clear the game once and go through it again, you can get the gore ending, which is these cutscenes are replaced with your characters dying or zombies' heads exploding. And that's in the Japanese version. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, this is my favorite game, like second or third favorite game of all time. I don't know if I could recommend anyone playing it because it can be very frustrating in parts and it's not super fun. But yeah, so this is the box that I bought. This is the original box. I bought this in 1996, and as you can see, a lot of early PS1 games had this glue issue where the glue comes undone from the side of the thing, and then DJ Fast, yes, you would use either the modified console or a Japanese console. And here is the manual, which is very nice. And unfortunately, every release of the game has a black and white manual. There's no color manual for this game, which is unfortunate. And the coolest part is the inside shows you the like a really cool shot of the lab there. And then here, there's a really cool shot of the mansion. And yeah, so And then, yeah, I really love this ending here with Jill looking very thoughtful in her apartment or house. Then I would assume that's an apartment. But yeah, so yeah, I bought this in 1996. I was just my first job, summer job. I was working at a gas station called BP, and I saved up enough money over the first 2 or 3 months from April, May, June, and then yeah, I bought this and a PS1 and a memory card all at the same time. And it's funny, back then it was actually hard to find games in stores. Like it depended, certain stores had certain stocks. So I had to go to 3 separate stores. I had to go to Kmart to get the system, and then I had to go to Service Merchandise, which is a really weird store on the East Coast, to get the game itself. That's the only place in Pittsburgh that had this game, was Service Merchandise. So I had to run all the way over to there to get it and get the memory card at the same time. And I remember playing it that summer for quite a bit. I played that for all of June, all of July, and early August. And I remember coming home from work around midnight, 11:30 or midnight every night, and I would boot this up around midnight and play to 3 a.m. every night, like 12 to 3. And that opening sound of the PlayStation, that opening sound was like that summer soundtrack for me. And also the way that you would hear the CD lens move in the PS1, it would make a very distinct sound. And you would hear it mostly when you were going through the doors, because the game would be silent, and then you would just hear the sled move back and forth. But yeah, that's summer of '96. I was just playing this game. I have such fond memories of coming home. It was like late at night. It was dark outside. It was warm. So this game is tied to that time for me. So every time I play this, it feels like, summertime, warm, and late at night. So, but anyways, I think I need to type in the chat here for Mr. Magical Kingdom that I am ready. So let's see if he's here, because he's probably not listening, which is smart. Oops, I spelled his name wrong. Okay, everyone, have a great rest of your evening. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you all had fun. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening. And next up will be Magical Kingdom. And he will be playing something that I don't know. But yeah, thank you, Gody, for inviting me. I had a great time. And yeah, sorry for the snafu in the beginning. I unfortunately thought everything was good to go, but it was not. So, but thank you so much. And I hope you all have a good night. And I guess that's it. So goodbye.